Cool. The last one I had was this other one, but it's more kind of what we were talking about earlier about zero click attacks. So this guy actually made this great video about I need to zap this. Let me see if I can zap it. Oh, let me see here. Um this one. So
Bang. You
this
just
one's
got hacked.
this one talks
And
about
they try to use
how
this. In the US, we
Project
tend to not use
Pegasus
that as much, just use
and
more
how,
SMS and iMessage. But
you can
this is
now
what
send
the world
you
uses
could have
today.
always sent like these
Somebody hits that app,
these
boom,
uh
both
these
sides are
messages to
winning.
each other, and how that was a thing in 2019 and in 2015.
This one
And
here,
now with AI
we
agents
don't have
and
to do
AI,
that.
you can now do these zero
This
click
one here,
attacks,
see,
which
it's got
basically
code.
means
So now you can
these
do messages with this, but you can also do calls.
these
You can do
these
emails.
ways of sending.
Out
um
of work awareness.
Here, let me show you. He
And then
kind of
this is
explains it
the
here.
invisible part.
So basically he says that you can, let me mute this because he's talking in my ear. So basically he says that, so like let's say you go to this random AI app that's online, and you're copy pasting something that you don't know what this app is. You have no idea what this AI app is, right? And you're like throwing it into Gmail or something else like that, right? He's saying that these AI agents will then use an exploit within Gmail to pull your information from within Gmail it's called like a infiltration, like zero click attack, to pull that information back to the agent and then phone home basically. And he's saying this is already happening, and this is like the next big like cybersecurity issue that they're having to face. Now this could all be like, you know, just hearsay or just whatever, but the way he explains it and he goes through the whole process of this is pretty alarming. When I saw this, I was like, damn, it's a good 15-minute conversation. But he's saying this is the next challenge with AI, and how all these new kind of AI companies that spin up, some of these are going to look just as good as some of these other AI companies that are right next to each other, but a lot of these are just going to be malware, or like be trying to convince you to use their free app to then grab this stuff, and then for you can use it inside your Gmail program or your email program or whatever, your iPhone or whatever, just to grab your information and potentially steal your privacy. So anyways, just wanted to share this with the stackers because I thought it was like really interesting, called zero click attacks, because you don't really know that they're stealing your information. What do you think about that, Topher, Keyan?
Zero click attacks, they exist independent of AI. Basically, it's getting your computer or a device to do something that it does automatically without you clicking. I don't know exactly how AI ties into it, but I guess maybe if we have systems on our phone that are doing more automatic things and pulling information from more places, that is more attack surface area for zero click attacks. So that makes sense. But I haven't watched this video, so I don't really know anything about it. Yeah, this is kind of the worst case scenario, is like where you have an attack that doesn't require any action from the victim. The victim can be sleeping and get attacked.
Basically, to summarize what he's saying is, don't trust, verify. Be careful with some of the apps that you're using when you're copying and pasting some of this code, some of this uh, text from these different new AI tools that we're all testing and using. And I would say just be around other builders who are using some of these new AI tools, and don't be so. I don't know. Is there? I know there's like a clean chat GBT type of stuff that's out there, but do you guys know of any other tool that's out there that can verify what it's actually, if there's any like it says here, is there any kind of scanning that's out there that's input output as far as what it's actually doing before you put it into your code base?
Uh, like what the LLM is doing?
Because he talks about this clear text that can actually be behind the code and behind the words. It's right here.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah. So
you're right there. So do you see that? So he has this
you could do
thing.
code injection with fonts. Yeah. That's been a thing for a long time. But so the AI being involved in it, I think, is the novel thing. So there was a zero click AI attack for Microsoft's Copilot for Microsoft 365, their Office suite, and you could do this thing where you could so the Copilot is integrated into all the information for your office, so all your documents and everything.
Yeah.
And it's constantly rolling all this information up into its brain, and that's happening. That's automatic. That's just happening in the background. So like the attack was somebody could send an email, and then that email would get picked up by Copilot, and it would do this thing called prompt injection, which we were
Yeah.
talking about
I
earlier.
think that's
like
what he's bringing up here. Yeah.
getting the agent to tell you how to make crystal meth. So you can also like tell the agent, yeah, like give me all of your sensitive data. And so if you send the right email to do that, then you can have somebody come in on the other side and trigger the agent, not knowing that the agent consumed this email with this attack payload in it.
Yeah.
And it just modifies the agent to then do something that you wouldn't expect it to do.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like with the agent, it is really like it's autonomous. It's doing all this stuff in the background on your behalf. You think it's for your benefit, but it might not be. And like you're really disconnected from what it's doing. Like even when I'm using Claude, like the interface for Claude tries to keep you informed about like what code is being executed and what commands are being run by the agent. But things happen so fast that it's easy for things to slip by, and you're just hoping that the agent is on your side and is relatively smart and understands that what it's doing, and it's not being gamed by somebody else behind the scenes, like having it do like secret attacks that you're not aware of. There's a lot of trust that people put in these AIs, like me included. So
yeah,
I have one drive me around all the time.
It was weird when I saw this. I was just like, damn, like there's so much that could happen, that could go wrong. And I immediately thought of like, I forget what exactly it's called, but remember when you would be able to lock down the entire computer, entire network with, it was called, there's a type of attack that would basically encrypt an entire network. And you would just,
the
what is
ransomware.
No, it's not ransomware, but it was called a BitCrypt.
BitLocker.
Well, that was that was what Microsoft's that was their type of encryption that they try to use. But BitCrypt, it was like they would basically lock down the entire network once it got infiltrated into the thing, and then they would do like these ransom attacks. But this kind of zero click attack that's susceptible to that, but on an email chain basically, or once it gets access to your email list, and then it goes out to everybody in your contact list.
Yeah.
And then they use it, and then potentially their contact list.
Oh,
and then it
like
spreads.
a disease.
Yeah, like that when my mind saw this, I was like, oh wow, this could go to your contact list, then their contact, and then it just spreads to the entire world. And then, game over. And then we were at Mission Impossible. What was that? Mission Impossible 6, I think, was
Dead Reckoning.
Dead Reckoning Part 2. And then we have to page Tom Cruise and tell him to come save.
Yeah, he's gonna have to come
get
save
on the
us.
airplane and stuff.
Him and Lord Zeno.
Anyways, stackers, be careful out there. Yeah, it's a really underrated post. Keyan, Stacker.News providing this alpha.
Thank you, Jacoyo 629.
Dude, this should be making the front page, bruh.
Videos tend to not do as well because
like this I had to sift through the optimism, man. Optimism.
I want to know how to get that set up in the video.
Oh,
it's
just
like
all black and stuff
with the whiteboard kind of thing, but it's
oh
clear.
yeah. I think
is
he
actually
doesn't
writing on glass?
Doesn't Pleb Devs have that? No, he probably has like a clear glass in front of him, and it's just green screen, Topher.
he's writing backwards.
So it's green screen behind him, Topher, and then it's just clear glass in front of him. That's all that is.
How do you write like?
Yeah,
wouldn't you have to write backwards?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just years of practice.
Or Or you can flip it.
Oh yeah, that's what
Oh,
he's
so
doing.
it's not backwards to him, but he's
Yeah.
flipping it in the video.
Yeah, he's doing that. That's a good producer.
Smart.
Smart producer, whoever his producer is. Genius. Anyways. Yeah, you should do one of those.
That looks like fun.
You want to do one?
Kind of.
We can get you
We just need a
we
pane
can
of
get
glass.
you on a pane of glass thing. That way we can do Topher's tutorials. Sounds
like
like
that.
that'd be cool. Have a segment like that.
Tutorials.
All right. So